Welcome to day 21 of my 30-day self-love Pilates challenge. Today we are focusing on the obliques, the core, a little bit of legs. So let's get started. Hands are going to start to come overhead. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, can you lift your right knee to your chest and then lower it back down? This time we're going to the left. Exhale, lift the left knee and then slowly plant your left foot down. We're coming up and back. Now we have done this before in the challenge if you're following along. However, if this is a new shape to you, can you think about shifting your weight side to side while trying to keep the center of your body really stable? Hands can always come down by your side if you prefer. And let's just go for 5. Exhale as you lift. 4. Let's go 3. 2. On 1, your right leg is going to lift. Now can you tap the toe and then lift it back up? Tap the toe and lift. So now we're keeping a lot of the weight on the left leg. You can always lower your left hand and start to add the right elbow and back. Right elbow to knee. Lengthen it back. Now, if you are feeling spicy today, you might not even tap the ground. You might just hover and bring it back up. Really thinking about engaging through your lower abdominals here. It's almost like a lying down crunch, except we're standing. So let's go for 5. This is 4. 3. 3. 2, holding on 1, can you pulse your knee and elbow together for 5, 4, pull the belly button in for 3, for 2, on 1, release the right leg, right arm overhead, and then just bring both hands back overhead. Point your left toe in front of you and start to lift and lower. Option to bring the right hand down to the hip, I prefer it. It might find a little bit more balance, a little bit more stability. This time you lift the left knee at the elbow up and back, elbow up, and back. Soften through the right leg. It's going to help a lot here. Oh, and 0 to 100 really quickly with this shape. Let's go 5. Back to your breath for 4. 3. We are holding and pulsing in 2. On 1, little pulses. Keep drawing the belly button up and in for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, bring the left foot down or left hand overhead and just take a little stretch here. Coming all the way back through center. And we're going to start to genie out the arms. We're going back to the right leg. So point the right toe out to the right and put a lot of your weight into your left leg. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the right and then back. So we're twisting the elbow of the left to the right and back. Twist and back and back. Now you can always plant the whole right foot down, or if it feels okay, see if you can just tap the toe down and really slow down your movement up and back. We're not in a hurry, but we are here to work. So remember your why. Remember your happy place that's going to get you through these little sticky moments. Just for 5. Let's go 4. Final 3, 2, on 1, bring it all the way back, lower the right foot and step straight onto the left toe. Full breath in, exhale as you twist to the left, slowly tapping back. Twist and back. Now I know it's really tempting to come up and really quickly down, but can you slow your movement? And really think about where you'd like to feel this. Through the waist as we twist and back. Up and release. Let's go 5. We're coming down to the mat very shortly. 4, 3, final 2. On 1, come all the way back. Shake out the arms. Take a little break. And we're going to make your way to the back of your mat. Hands come to the sky. And then just take a little forward fold as you breathe out, connecting the hands to the earth. Can you start to walk your hands out, finding a plank, straightening the legs. Full breath in, stay for your breath out. One more breath here. Downward facing dog, as you breathe out. Now we've done this shape a lot of times. I love it. We're going to start to roll forward to your plank. Inhale. Exhale as you send the hips to the sky. Now we're going to start to add on shortly, but for now, can you really think about pressing away from the earth with your toes, with your palms, and like a little wave, we're rolling forward, shoulders over the wrists, biceps forward, and as you exhale, your lower belly is pulling your hips to the sky. Let's do 2 more. Last one here, meeting me in your downward facing dog. Now this time as we come forward, can you hold? We're going to send the hips to the sky, right hand to the left shin, and then back. Left hand, right shin, and back. So it's like you're high-fiving yourself. You can aim for the ankle, for the calf, the thigh, whatever feels good, but keeping the same sensation as before. So we're coming down for your plank, press the hips, lower belly to the sky. Now let's just go for 5, 4, 3, final 2. On 1, come back to find your plank. Can you press your heels to the right, left hand to the sky? Now from here, can you bend the knees, left hand to the toes, exhale as you reach it forward. Inhale, bend, exhale, reach. Bend and extend. So you're pressing down into your right hand. Make it really flowy, make it really fun. And if today doesn't feel good, just hold. Come back to your plank. But you're here for 5. This is 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring the left hand down. Press back to your downward facing dog. Before we even out the sides, take a full breath in as you roll forward. And as you breathe out, heels come to the left, right hand comes to the sky. Breathing in, stay for your breath out and see if you can lift up out of the mat a little bit more. Inhale, the legs bend, right hand to the toes. Exhale as you reach. Inhale, bend, and reach. It can start like a really small movement. Maybe just doing the arms, maybe just doing the legs. Listen to your body. Remember, this is your class, your practice. And apologies for turning around so you can't see me. Let's just go for 5, 4, child's pose is calling our names in 3, 2, on 1, come all the way back to your plank, drop the knees, untuck the toes. Well-deserved child's pose. As you just creep the fingertips forward, allowing the head, maybe even the forehead to connect to the earth. Full breath in and full breath out. Making your way up into a kneeling position, and then just come around onto your glutes like so. Bend the knees and bring the hands in front of you. If you can, glue your knees together, sit up nice and tall. Full breath in, full breath out. This time as you inhale, can you bring your left elbow down? And then exhale as you press it forward. Inhale, right elbow down. Exhale as you bring it forward. Like a little bow and arrow, can you think about twisting from side to side? Eye gaze follows the elbow. Now, if you've been doing my classes for a little bit, you know I love combos. I love anything that keeps me concentrating, that keeps the brain working, because Pilates is also for the mind. So if you would like to come with me, next time your left hand comes down, we're gonna lift the right knee like so, bring it back and then release. Right elbow comes down, lift the left knee to tabletop, lower, release. So 2 parts. You can always just start by lifting a tiny bit, or you're like, no, not today. Sheridan, thank you, but no thank you. I back you, no matter what you do. I'll always support you in every choice you make. So I just want you to move in a way that makes sense for you today. We're here for another 5. This is 4. Come back to the mat, back to your breath for 3, 2. Now on 1, right elbow comes down, left leg lifts, left leg lowers. Can you keep your eye gaze towards your right shoulder, your right elbow, as you just lift and lower the leg? For 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, lower the left foot, come all the way up. Inhale as you come down to the left side, right leg lifts and lowers. So eye gaze is down to the left as we lift and lower. Keep drawing the belly button up and in to use it to lift your leg. For 5, 4, smiling helps, 3, 2. On 1, release everything, bring the knees out wide and just take a little forward fold. Maybe allowing the head just to move side to side. And we have a little bit more before we're on your back. So come back to the same position, except this time we're going to bring the hands behind your head. You can always interlace the fingertips, but sit up nice and tall. Take a full breath in, start to roll through the spine, just halfway until you find a spot where the lower belly says, hello, I am here and I'm ready to work. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lift your left leg, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift your right leg, inhale, lower. Now at any point you would like to bring the hands behind you, feel free. A little bit more supportive, so just check where you're at today. Otherwise, we're going to ramp things up. We're going to start to add like a bike, but we're sitting. So next time you lift the left leg, twist to the left with the right elbow and back. Twist to the right and back. Twist and back. Exhale as you twist and back. Think about the rotation coming through your waist as well as just the elbow. We're trying to square yourself off from left to right. Now let's go for 5, 4. We are on your back in 3, in 2. On 1, come all the way forward. Just take a little forward fold. Start to extend the legs long, and however you'd like to get there, we're coming down onto your back. So coming all the way down, getting nice and comfy here. And just start to bring the hands behind the head, just like we did before. Bring the legs a little bit wider than your hips, so if you're using a mat, to the edges of the mat, and point the toes. Full breath in here. And as you breathe out, can you lift your right knee into the chest? Inhale, lower. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Inhale, lower. Now nothing else happens right now. We're focusing on just your lower belly, keeping the head really heavy. Can you think about slowing this movement down, especially as you lower the legs? And let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on 1, hold your right knee up. We're going to twist to the right, and then we're going to extend, but keep the crunch. Twist to the right and back. Keeping your left leg as heavy as you can as you find the twist and back. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, stay with me for 6, 5, 4, final 3, let's go 2, on 1, extend everything long and relax, take a little shake. We're going into the other side straight away. So lift the left leg and then exhale as you find the crunch. Release the leg but keep that crunch and then come on up. Pressing into the right heel to get a little bit more stability, and think about lifting the right shoulder blade up off the mat as you crunch and back. Let's go 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. On 1, release the head, release the legs. And you start to bring the hands down by your side, bending the knees. And feet about hip distance apart. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, lift the hips by pressing into the heels, the shoulders, squeeze the glutes. Inhale as you slowly lower. Now I did mention we have a tiny bit of legs. It is now, and the rest of the day is yours. So we're nearly at the end of your practice. Little combo just to finish us off nice and strong. Let's go 5 more. 4, 3, 2, on 1, can you hold? Now bring your hands behind your head. Take a full breath in, press into the shoulder blades, the heels. Can you lift your right knee? Now we're gonna lower and crunch, and we're gonna extend the right leg as you lift the hips. Lower and crunch, extend and lift the hips. Lower and lift. So a tiny, tiny bit of legs, but I want you to focus on coming down for the crunch and then pressing into the left heel to lift the hips. 5. This is 4. 3. Let's go 2. On 1, hold, but keep the head down. Now from here, right leg to the sky, right leg to the knee. Right leg to the sky, right leg to the knee. Keep pressing into the left heel for 5. 4. How are you feeling? 3. Let's go 2. On 1, hold just for 3. For 2. On 1, lower the right heel, lower the hips. Take a little rock, a little sway. We're gonna even out the sides, and then you get to stretch. So you can start by bringing the hands behind the head. Lift your hips. This time, left leg is coming up, and we lower, crunch, and then extend as you find your bridge. Lower and crunch, knee to elbow, extend. Think about how you want to feel at the end of your practice. Check in with how you're feeling now. Can you send yourself a little bit more love just for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, hold your bridge. Lift the left leg, lower to the knee. Exhale, lift and lower. Keep pressing into the ground. Maybe hands come down by your side. You're here for 5. Little finisher, 4, 3, we are holding in 2. Happiest thoughts on 1, left leg to the sky, lift the hip a little bit higher, just for 3. For 2, come all the way back down on 1 and lower your hips. Take a little rock, a little sway, massaging through your lower back, and just making your way onto one side, and then slowly coming up to a seat. Can you bring the left hand down, or right hand's coming up and overhead? And then changing sides, right hand down, left hand up and overhead. Bring both hands down to the earth, maybe even to the knees. And just like the start of the practice, can you roll your shoulders backwards? And then change direction, rolling them forward. Maybe taking little circles through the neck, maybe a sway, but inviting a moment of stillness. A moment just for you. And perhaps you like to soften the gaze, tucking the chin to the chest, or even closing down the eyes. Remember what brought you to your mat, your reason why. Hold on to the reason or the feeling, whatever brings you here daily. I want you to let it run through the body. I'm so proud of you for showing up, for doing today's workout, for pressing play, and for doing something for you. Let me know how you went in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. We're becoming so close to the end of the challenge. Mwah.